But tomorrow marks the 15th anniversary of 9/11. It's known as the deadliest terror attack on U.S. soil. People across the nation are honoring those who lost their lives that day. Local News 8's Esme Carriega stopped by Porter Park in Rexburg to see how community members teamed up with the Madison Fire Department to make sure 9/11 isn't forgotten.
15 years ago, many Americans woke up to this haunting image.
I suspect you are looking at exactly the same pictures. Well, I know you're looking at the same pictures we are.
2 planes crashing into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, along with other planned attacks.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
Killing 2,977 people. Since then, people each year take a moment to honor those who lost their lives on 9/11. Assistant Chief of the Madison Fire Department, Troyce Miskin, helped put together a 5K run.
All of our events today is to remind people about September 11th and not necessarily focus on the tragedy, but we want to bring out what happened after those attacks.
Miskin hopes to bring people together.
The community spirit that was brought forth, the patriotism and the togetherness that everyone felt. I can't remember a time in my lifetime where I felt so united as a country and as a community. And we want to remind people of what that felt like.
His son Carter wasn't even born yet.
I actually hadn't been born yet. I was born a few years after, but it still means a lot to me. It was a very important event in our history, and if we don't care, then nobody's going to remember, and those sacrifices that were made are going to be forgotten.
But says he feels the brotherhood within the firefighting community through his dad.
They weren't going in as just firefighters. They were also going in as family members. And that brotherhood really means a lot to me.
The Miskin family has had the opportunity to visit Ground Zero.
The impact and the reality of what happened there, that was, it was surreal, but it was also special to know there are people that are willing to make that sacrifice for others.
Reporting in Rexburg, I'm Esme Carriega.
Porter Park in Rexburg is hosting a memorial walk to honor firefighters who lost their lives that day. About 343 flags are set up, one for each firefighter who lost their life on 9/11. With a dozen flags, that marks a timeline of events that happened on 9/11. One woman stopped by to pay her respects and to remember those who lost their lives that horrific day.
I always like to look at them, think about the people who've lost their lives for this flag, and think about the people who have lost their lives for this flag that didn't do it on purpose, like the civilians on that day. And I feel like it's an amazing symbol for, what we're celebrating and what we're still fighting for, and that, we should be united as a country.
The flags will be out until 6 o'clock tonight.